Hey guys, Peter Musicology again. Here's a little mini lesson for you to check out. This lesson will explore triads and adding a note. I guess you could say triad plus a color. And so what happens is we end up creating a bunch of 4-note structures, 9 to be exact. The reason we don't create 12 is you're already using 3 of the notes, so you'll just be doubling, all right? Anyhow, we'll lay them out in arpeggio form. Arpeggio form basically is a chord melted, or if you want to think of the reverse, a chord is really just an arpeggio and frozen, like it's basically vertical. You know, each note is played and it's frozen in time, where you could say an arpeggio is taking these notes now and, you know, messing around with them in a horizontal plane. I hope that wasn't too whacked. But anyhow, we'll take a C major triad for sake of simplicity. And so the idea is we'll take a C major triad plus the 9 other notes, one at a time that is. So you get 4-note structures, and we'll get a bunch of different interesting sounds. You get 7th chords, hybrid 9 chords, hybrid 11 chords, hybrid 13th chords. That sounds all fancy and all, but the most important thing is just the sounds we get to generate. So let me explain what we'll do. I'll lay the arpeggios out on 2 strings at a time. So I'm going to use what's called 1-2 today. And 1-2 just means you play 1 note on one string and then 2 on the next. And what you'll find out with the guitar is, you know, there's certain ways to lay stuff out where it's allows you to, you know, move in a nice and predictable way. So 1-2 would look like this. If I start in second inversion, C major, G, C, E. Sorry if I'm running a little bit fast, man. I've had coffee, so you guys are going to have to keep up. G, C, E. So that would be 1 string and then 2. So that's what I mean when I say 1-2. Now, the beauty of the guitar, if you start on the 6th string and you do a 1-2 arpeggio, it actually repeats itself an octave higher on the 4th and 3rd string. So now you have this. And then when you get to the 2nd and 1st string, they're in perfect fourths too. So you get like a nice symmetry, and you get like what I call a long-range arpeggio. So that's the first part of you know, I guess you could say the exercise. Now do that in root inversion, C, E, G. And now do that in first inversion, E, G, C. So that'll be the first part. Now comes the exercise. Now we're going to start adding each chromatic note to the triad to create and generate different sounds. So the first note would be C sharp. So that would sound like this. Okay, that's a cool sound. You get basically a flat 9 against the major triad. Now, what you'll notice as we go through this, I'm not necessarily going to name the chords because they can be a lot of things. If you want to be real thorough, actually, what you'd want to do to see how you can use these triads is you would analyze it against the 12 bass notes to see what they are in relation, you know, these notes. So the way I want you to more think of this is just as sounds, and just kind of explore them and see if there's some of the sounds that kind of like tickle your fancy, and then start thinking about application, all right? So I guess this could really like be, you know, many angles, you know, but the main thing is I think the exercise helps you start seeing maybe how you could lay stuff out on the guitar if you want to move a little more in a long-range fashion, and you get to explore the colors and tensions, and you know, you'll have to know what the notes are too. So I think this is what's great about this exercise. All right, so that was C sharp, so now I can do that with D. It's a pretty sound, you know. And you know, as you go through these sounds and there's something you like I like that sound, kind of, you know, start hearing what kind of chords could you play this against. All right. So the next one now will be E flat. So that sounds like this. kind of cool sound. It's got like a blues thing going on, you know? And then the next note now will be F. Now with the F, I could lay it out still on my, I could do like a 1-3 is what I've been doing with the first couple sounds, but I would prefer to put it now on my 6th string, so I get a 2-2 arpeggio. So 2 notes and 2 notes. And that would sound like this. It's a nice sound. F sharp now. Nice sharp 11 sound. Now A flat. That instantly makes me think of like melodic minor, and in this case, this arpeggio could be like a, my brain just went blank for a second, it could be a C major 7 sharp 5 type of sound, and so that's a neat sound. It's actually specifically a major 7 sharp 5 chord if you think of it like from A flat. Like I said, it can be a lot of things. F minor 9, F minor major 9, which is a cool sound. But anyhow, I'm getting kind of ahead of myself. The idea really here in the beginning is just to take the 9 notes against a triad type, major, minor, diminished, augmented. So let me just finish this up. So the next note will be A, B flat, and then B, natural. All right, cool. So the idea now is to do that with the 2 remaining inversions. You have root here, and you have first inversion here. And now add the 9 chromatic notes one at a time against it to create 4-note structures. So in root inversion, 9, and so on and so forth, okay? I won't bore you, but this will be your job to go through this. Like I said in the beginning of the lesson, this will help you really start knowing your notes and also maybe give you some ideas of how to lay stuff out on your instrument. One thing to really be aware of is you have a horizontal plane and you have a vertical plane. A lot of us have been taught how to play a lot of stuff vertically, position playing. But there's not a lot of talk about horizontal playing, single string playing, and moving this way. And that has really been one of the most powerful things I've ever worked on. And again, a great reference for this would be the advancing guitarist Mick Goodrick, like one of my heroes. He talks a lot about the importance of single string playing. John Abercrombie is another proponent of that. So anyhow, lesson for today is take a triad type, lay it out either 1-2 or 2-1 across your guitar starting on the 6th string in pairs. And then second thing now is add the 9 remaining chromatic notes one at a time to create 9 4-note structures. And like I said in the beginning, that will either be 7th chords, hybrid 9 chords, hybrid 11 chords, hybrid 13 chords. Hybrid just means they're incomplete and also that they're ambiguous. They can be many things. And then, like I said, very last thing, analyze if there's a structure you like the sound of how the intervals they flow, then the next step would maybe be to think about application. And again, the way to be thorough about that is analyze that 4-note structure against 12 bass notes, and that should yield a lot of new melodic material. All right? So have fun with that. Happy practicing. This should keep you off the streets for a while. Peter with Musicology. God bless.